Okay guys, today I'd like to talk about an accessory I got, the Appex flat-faced action enhancement trigger for the SiG 320. Okay, the SiG 320 is a gun I really love the looks of. I'm really trying to love it. But the trigger, okay, it is very painful for me. I hate curved triggers because of the large size of my hand, because when my palm is so wide that I'm way up here, and then my trigger finger has to come down, so my trigger finger is coming down at an angle, and I end up riding on that corner of the trigger. So before I put in the Appex flat trigger, this thing was, after 100 rounds, it was like my finger was sore. It's like, okay, let's do something else, because this isn't fun anymore. And that's no good, because you know shooting should be fun. So I decided to get the Appex trigger. I've already put it in. I was going to do a video of me putting it in, but after I saw the video on Apex's website, they do a great job of showing you what to do. It's an easy install. I sat there in front of my computer, no tools, kinda, and installed it. The one thing that I will say about the installation and the video is that those guys either have hands like steel, or they've got a spring that's weak, and they made up to make it look easy on the video to get you to buy the trigger. I had a lot of problems getting the trigger spring, and if you're interested in this, look at the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. And there's a little spring that attaches to the trigger bar and then into the trigger module, and it was a real nightmare trying to get that in there. I finally did it different than they did. I pushed it up and then pushed the dog leg actually into that other hole. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I take this apart. Let's take a closer look at it. Here's a look at how that flat trigger looks in the housing. Okay, this is the curved trigger that it comes with, so you can see the difference there. Okay. I'm going to whip that module out so we can get a closer look at it. Okay, here's the serialized part of the P320. If you're not familiar with it, I have a review on it. And there you can see the differences in the trigger. Okay, the length of the triggers is roughly the same. Let me line this up here, which is unfortunate for me, and I'll show you why in a minute. But you can see that the length there is the same. The trigger contour is different. Doesn't change the pull weight, so it's not a weight enhancement, but you can see the difference there. Okay, the spring that I was talking about is right here, and all you do to put it in is pop this spring out, take this bar off. It just falls off basically. The trigger just pops off. You pop the new one in, you put the bar on there, you push it down all the way, you put the spring back on. Boom, done. Not that easy. This spring has a good little hook right in there that's difficult to get on if this dog leg is already in. So what I did is I pulled it up like that, and I managed to curve it down and pop it in there. So if you try to put one of these triggers in, you might want to try that if you can't get it in the way they show on the video. Okay, so that is my flat trigger there, and you might ask, how does it work? Well, it works pretty good. I like it better than the other trigger. It's not as painful. Unfortunately, I still have to, as you can see there, take care where I put my finger. That's a blood blister I got. It's down now. I got it like 2 days ago, from the trigger pinching me at the bottom. And you know, when you have big giant hands like me, you got to put up with that shit. What I had done, as you can see, there's the blister, is I put my finger there because I've got this angle of my finger going down, and it pinched it between the trigger guard here. You can see the gap there. So I wish this trigger was just a little bit longer. So I got to consciously kind of make sure I hit there and not there. And like I say, this happened like the first mag that I shot out of it when I first picked it up, and after that I took more care to, you know, try and pull my finger up a little bit. It's a little unnatural for me, but I didn't want to get pinched again because that was quite painful. And it does suck the fun out of shooting. So anyway, there's the Appex P320 flat trigger. I give it 2 thumbs up. The feel is totally different. I liked it better. It doesn't lighten the feel. It's just different. So if you can't tolerate the curved trigger and you want to try something, anybody can put this in there if you have a little patience with that spring, and it's a good product. So thanks for watching.